Salve, usuales, benevenisti. We are on Lucan's pharsalia, lesson 4B, book 6, lines 510 to 514 or 15ish, I'm not sure. We have Iri namque nefas urbis sumitere tecto aut laribus ral caput. Sorry about that. Desertaque busta incolidet tumulos expulsis obtinet umbris grat deis erbi. Quaetus audire silentum nos domos stugias arcanaque diti superti non superi non vita vetat. So we're going to start up here with numque nefas, illi. Nefas is an interesting word. It's an indeclinable neuter noun that can mean crimes or something sinful, dreadful, a bad deed. It's also at times used as a verb, even though it's not, but in a verby sense. Nefas est, with the est being omitted as it often is, it means non licet, so it's not permitted. So when you take it in that sense, it's not permitted, then this dative here, to her, makes more sense, right? She's not allowed, is how we'd say it. So it's not permitted for her to sumitere, to what? To lay down what? Well, we've got our frale caput here, her feral head or wicked head, dangerous head. So it's not permitted to her to lay down sumitere, her wicked head, under urbis tecto, under the cover of the city or the hearths, aut laribus. The hearths, this laribus is basically in reference to the household gods, but they would use this word to mean the hearths, laris. And there is no sub here. You would expect a sub, but you know, it's poetry. So, and she's such a horrible person that it's not permitted to her to lay down her dangerous head under cover of the city or hearth. And we've got que here. And incolit's another way to say, and obtinit also are other ways to say to inhabit, habito, habitat, and she dwells. So habito, incolit, she dwells. Deserta busta, at the deserted funeral pyres, and at tumulos, the tombs. Of whom? Of the umbris expulsis, the shades having been expelled. This, I would say, is an ablative absolute. With the shades having been expelled, she dwells in the deserted funeral pyres and tombs, would be one way to put it. And grata deis errabi, so she is dear. This is our nominative. She is dear to the gods, right, of erbus, or the underworld. And this would be a genitive modifying deis. Wouldn't necessarily be possessive, because the underworld doesn't possess the gods, I don't think. Even though we're using a name here, erebus, right? It's going to be more in the lines of a subjective genitive. The underworld gods. She's dear to the underworld gods, pretty much. And then Quietus audire silentum, nos domus studias arcanque ditis perti non superi, non vita vitat. I have a massive headache, so I'm not doing the best of readings today. Ignoscatemi. So quietus is going to be, as you can see, it's marked here as an object. Where are we going to find a subject or a verb? There's lots of little verbs here. We've got infinitives. We have nose. You're not going to get any subjects until we get down here. Non, neither nor. So neither superi, the gods above, nor life, prevent, vetat or veto, right? Prevent. You could say neither the gods above nor living. You could say being alive if you want to make an Englishified translation, but literally neither the gods above nor life preventer. Audire, to hear, quietus silentum, overhearing the crowd, quietus, of silent, what? Silent shades, silent, it's what we're talking about, silent ghosts, silent spirits, whatever. Or knowing, nose, which is that infinitive form, for knowing. Nosco, noscere, noi, notus. This is the perfect infinitive. From hearing, it's a weird one. Audire is present. And nosco is a strange word when it pretty much the perfect and the present almost mean the same thing. If you know it now, doesn't mean you knew it then, but if you knew it then you still know it now. So they would use the present and the perfect sort of interchangeably in that sense with nosco. And any word that means to know something, learn something, understand something. So that tense there doesn't mean a whole lot in this particular context, especially with just translating it into English. So neither the gods above nor life prevent her from hearing the crowds of silent shades or knowing the stygias domos, right? Knowing the homes. These are the Stygian homes, or the underworld homes, dwelling places, and secrets. Deities of Hades. And then Hades is operti, having been unseen, is the participle that modifies deities. So none of this, not the gods above, not the fact that she's still alive or, living, keeps her from hearing the ghosts and knowing about the underworld homes and secrets and dealings of Hades, unseen, well, Pluto in this particular translation. So, quick run through of the entire thing. We have, for it's not permitted to her, sumittere, to lay down her feral or terrible, dangerous head under the cover, safety of the city, or hearths. And she inhabits the deserted funeral pyres, and you can say again, lives in or inhabits the tombs, with the shadows having been expelled. She is dear to the gods of the underworld. Neither the gods above nor life prevent her from hearing the silent shades or the crowd of silent shadows, shades, or knowing the homes of the underworld, the Stygian homes, and the secrets of unseen Hades, Pluto. So I hope that makes sense. If you have any questions, please reach out. Send me an email at magistraaurelia.com. Drop a comment below. Gracias, Tiago, et vale.